Hello everyone, Disco Demonic Hydroponic, Ponic, whatever. Thanks for joining me today. I hope everybody's having a wonderful quarantine, isolation period. Uh, so I started reading the book, The Tao of the, I got this in, The Tao of the Craft. This book is rad. I kind of skimmed through it yesterday. I'm going to be probably referring to this book for the next several videos at least. There's seems to be a lot of really cool information in it. It's a fat ass book, so I'm sure it's gonna last a while. Anyways, I skimmed through it yesterday and I came across certain principles that I applied to a ritual that I did last night to Santa Muerte, and I love the results I got. I used some of the stuff that I've normally used, and then I added elements of things that I learned in the book, which I feel were pretty. I felt it was powerful. I don't know any results from the actual spell yet. I didn't do anything specific. I just kind of lit a 7-day candle in general, just to have good things, basic, protection and all kinds of stuff like that. So this is not the candle that I use, but this is the candle that I'm going to use to explain to you. I got this right here at Fiesta when my work truck got broken into, but whatever. I don't know who it was, man. I swear if I find out who. Anyways, so there's a couple things. Let me cover a couple things. So, all right, when you first get one of these candles, man, the wick's super big. All right, it's super long sometimes. Now, one thing I noticed that if you light it when it's super long, it gets hot and it melts the wax faster. And then when it burns down, the flame is really, really low. So what I do is I trim the wick to about half when I'm going to use it, so it's like a lot shorter. So I trimmed off this much of the wick. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. It's a good amount of the wick so when I burn it, it burns more evenly. So that's something I do to all of my candles if they have a really long wick. That tends to help. So the first thing that I did was I kind of just so it talks about when in the book it talks about when you're doing your mantra. So this is the reason why I have this on. So there's 108 beads here, and in the like Hindu, and the 108 is the time amount of times you want to do the mantras. I'm not really sure why. Maybe I should have researched this before making this video. However, I've been doing this for a while, and there's a certain way to we'll go through the beads when you're doing it. You're never supposed to blah blah blah. I'm not really super keen or worried about all that. So first thing, you grab the first bead, and you're gonna go through it. I think I should make a video about this probably. And this is how you go through the beads, and this is how you count. The reason you do this is because so there's 108 here. So when you're in your meditation, you're not counting 1, 2, 3, like how many times you've done the mantra. You know that after you've gone through all these, you're just saying, like, let's say Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, and you go all the way through them. You know you did it 108 times. Also, you can do that, which I have used. Utilize it in this way is if you want to do like an N, a demonic N. Like let's say to Lucifer, Lucifer, and that would be like the mantra that you're using for each bead. So you can do it like that. And one of the things that this is actually what I learned from the book is what you want to do is, and I applied some of the Mopai practices that I've been incorporating into my work. So what you can do is you're going to breathe in, and while you're breathing in, you envision the light going into like your lower dantian, and which is around the same area as the sacral chakra. If it's the same, just sort of it's an energy center. So to me, it's the same thing, but it's lower dantian, and you can store energy there. So what you're doing is you're actually, let's say if you want, last night I did a ritual for Santa Muerte, and I wanted just like love, happiness, and joy. Let's say I wanted love, happiness, and joy. So, or money, whatever, money, love, and happiness. Money, love, and happiness, right? So you would just kind of make up a mantra that you're going to say 108 times. Is it love, money, happiness? Or Sagrada Santa Muerte, te pido, Santa Muerte, I ask you for love, blah, blah, blah. Or I ask you for protection. You know what I'm saying? So every time you breathe in, you're going to bring in the light to your lower dantian. And when you breathe out, you're going to empower that lower dantian or that chakra. And you're going to see it like gain, like glow brighter in your mind. Like it's a ball getting brighter. And then you breathe in the energy. And you blow out. And when you breathe out, don't blow out. When you breathe out, see the ball getting brighter. So you're going to, when you breathe in, empower it, and then when you breathe out, you're going to say the mantra, Sagrada Santa Muerte, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me see, love, money, happiness. Santa Muerte, I ask you for love, money, and happiness. So that when you breathe out, you're going to say it while envision it being empowered. Santa Muerte, I ask you for love, power, love, energy, love, money, and happiness, right? It may take you a few times if you don't practice, whatever. So, and then you go through that 108 times, and you're charging this up for what you want. And then there's different things you can do. So you can actually use, after you do the 108 times, you can either, and this is what I did, as I focused my energy going up, that chi ball, or that energy center, the energy go up, split, go through my hands into my Lao Gong. Lao Gong are the hand chakras. And I energize, I put the energy into the candle. Now, anytime you do candle magic, I actually think that this is my personal belief. So if you think different, that's cool. You need to charge the candle some kind of way. You can't just light the candle and say, Santa Muerte, blah, blah, blah. This, I'm sorry, I said it like that. No, I'm not trying to say that white people do this. That wasn't racist. But it's like, Santa Muerte, do this and this and this for me, please. I ask you. Don't just light the candle. Just like put some energy into it, you know? So I do all that, and then I put the energy into, and you actually envision all the energy coming from this area, your lower dantian area, if you want to do it like in a ball or just like a stream of light, going into the candle. So all that energy you just stored up into your lower dantian, all that energy is going through your hands, out through your Lao Gong, into the actual candle that you're going to be using. And you envision it going into the candle and filling it up and growing brighter and brighter and more powerful. And you can do that as many times as you want to until you feel satisfied. So I breathe in, and then you can even draw more energy as you're doing it down, and then breathe, like all that energy, just see it flowing through your hands into your dantian, into the candle. So then you just empower it, and then you're seeing it in your mind's eye, just glowing with this energy that you just accumulated, asking for whatever it is you wanted to ask for from Santa Muerte, money or whatever. And it doesn't have to be a bunch of stuff. It could be one thing. I actually recommend being one thing. The only reason I did several things is because it's the 7-day candle, and the 7 colors each represent something. So I kind of tried to cover each color what they would represent, right? So I wanted to make like an all, just kind of like, and I didn't even ask for anything specific, you know, I was just kind of like, you know. So that's one way to put energy into it. And then another thing that I learned is that you can also actually use, let's say after you do this, let's say if you want to build up energy in any other dantian or any other energy center, I think I did it in the same one. So what you can also do is, this is a principle that I learned that I thought was really cool. When you do mudras, hand mudras, so anything that, like where your fingers pointing out, the energy, you can project energy out of your fingers from there. Anything that's turning in is like you're building energy and you're cycling energy to build energy within yourself. So one thing I also did is I did what the fuck? I don't remember exactly what I did last night. I was late. I kind of just did it on the fly. But so like what I did is I have this mudra that I kind of made up. Well, it was given to me, so it's I don't know if you can really see it, but I go like this. I have these 2 fingers here, intertwine these other 2 fingers, and then I have these here. So it's all just like a ball that I'm holding together like this, right? And I'll cycle energy. Oh, there you go. I will cycle energy into myself over and over to build up energy, right? And so like I cycle it, and then after that I went like this and then pressed in I don't remember if I said a mantra or not, like honestly I don't. Maybe I should have thought about it before making this video, but it's not really important. I think you're just showing you how to put energy in there. So after you do this, like any kind of whatever you feel, I would actually go through different mudras to see which one really resonates with you. We're all different, like the way your body works and the energy system, like wherever you're at, like wherever your energy is at, like personally, is different from mine. So I would even ask, like, if you work with a certain entity, like Lucifer is the one who gave me this one. I think it was Lucifer or something, one thing. But ask them to give you a mudra that's gonna focus like energy. So you could probably come up with something totally different than mine. This is part of the Kuji in, so I use that still. And then yeah, man, just kind of like build up energy. So anything that's like wrapped in like cycles energy and builds energy within you, and then you can press your fingers like this and actually project the energy out from your fingers into whatever you want. So that's the second thing I did. I actually loaded the energy after I built up enough that I felt sufficient, and I put it into the candle. Like, so I see a beam of light in your mind's eye. You see a beam of light hitting the candle, and kind of the candle. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry. So you hit the candle, and it's like charging up the candle, and you see it. Yeah, it was in the middle of the mantras. It was in the middle of the ritual, actually. Like in between the ritual, I actually charged it again. I actually think it was at the end. Anyways, whatever you like, I kind of let my intuition guide me. So I don't know, I'll write all this stuff down. It just happens. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, then you kind of just like put the energy into it, and this is the energy you're going to be projecting. You can use this right here. You can use whatever, this right here. Anything that you feel drawn to use in order to project that energy into the candle. And then from there, man, you light the candle, and you can give offerings or however you do all that other stuff. And then go from there, light the candle, and then this is going to burn, and it's going to let that energy out into the universe, the ether, whatever. And so yeah, like I said yesterday, I did it. I felt really, really good about it. Felt powerful. So those are a couple of ways you can utilize that. I'm really excited about the mudras, using the mudras to project and all kinds of all the different stuff like that. So it put a new spin on my mudra work, and so I really appreciated that. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this video, share with your friends. If you hate it, share with your enemies. Take it easy.